Hello guys, Robot1 here, and welcome to my first official video of the year. Not counting the duel videos because there's side videos that don't really... They're there to kind of fill up, and I do them because I know a lot of you guys enjoy them, but they're just there mainly. Like the free duels are usually I consider one video, so... they're just there, but this is my first official video where I'm coming to you guys, and seeing as it's my first official video of the year, you know, in the terms of me talking to you, I thought, why not test a deck that's going to be one of the most influential decks of the year, and that's Salamangreat. Now, I know I've already done a YGOPro Salamangreat testing duel video, but I felt, seeing as the deck's gotten more support, the deck's gotten more combos, I thought, why not go deeper and test some things, seeing as I've got a new build, I've got new things that I want to try, and I kind of want to show you guys where I've kind of gone since the last time I played the deck. So, we've opened a really good hand. We've opened 2 of the revive cards, we've opened the Predator Plant off of Scorpio, and we're going second, which makes it even better. So, we're just going to test the deck, see how far we can go with the deck, and basically just have a lot of fun because that's kind of the reason why I make these videos, because I just want to test and see where I can go. And we're up against TGs, alright. So another deck getting support this year that will probably do something depending on how people play it. I don't think it will do a lot personally, because sure it can do stuff like this, but it's not the most amazing deck, if you get what I mean. So he's just doing the normal TG shenanigans, synchro summoning, making his TGs, like continuously going on and on and on. Probably going to end with a Quasar or a Cosmic Blazer, something along those lines, because that's what that's what TGs do nowadays. Maybe I'll do a TG video as well. I'll have to learn the deck, but it is something interesting just to play, because they do have their interesting plays. So he ends with a halberd cannon, okay, and he's going to end with something else as well, okay. So it must be synchro summoned, can it be split in multiple ways, once per turn during either player's turn when a monster would be summoned, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster, okay. And, oh, we opened it. Okay, so we are going to start off with normal summon our Orpheus Scorpio. We're going to want to attempt to... No, I don't have any response. And he's going to negate the summon. That's fine. Alright. And he's going to synchro summon into something else. And there's the Cosmo Blazer. So that's going to hinder me. That's going to hinder me. Alright, so maybe... Nope, he is not going to negate it. So we are going to go ahead and fusion. He's going to negate this. You can only use, so we can't activate this effect again, can we? No, we cannot, but what we can do is we can fire fusion, and we can make the Chimera using this and my Jackal. Alright, then you will gain some attacks, then we'll kill this halberd cannon. He'll get the Quasar back, but it's kind of worth it. Alright, so now he gets this effect. So he's essentially gone and made a board that just says you can't play. I wish I went first because I'd have been able to do some other things, but whatever, you can't win them all. But yeah, so we're seeing some cool TG plays though, which is always fun for testing because it's nice to see what other decks can do, you know. So he's going to attack with his Blazer, that's cool. Okay. Alright, so my turn. And we open this, and we draw the Sanctuary. We don't ever want to draw the Sanctuary. This is what we want to search off the Phalanx. So in that case, I believe that is an L on this duel. But we will nonetheless see what we can do. We will see what we can do. So we're going to normal summon our Mole. And we're going to go ahead and special summon the Phalanx. He's going to negate that for some reason, okay. And then we're going to use the heat. And we'll go ahead and summon... We'll summon our Chimera back, I think. I feel like that's the right play. Alright. Plus, we can avoid its destruction, so it's worth summoning. We'll go ahead and kill the Star Guardian. And then we'll pass, because there's nothing else we can do right now. Okay, so he draws. Does he have a play now? He's drawn the righty driver. So this is going to let him make his another Needle Fiber, which... Needle Fiber, please stay in the OCG. I don't want to see you in the TCG. This card just gives migraines for no apparent reason. Alright, so he makes the Link Creeper, has the Needle Fiber, cool. Oh my god, what the hell? This guy's just going off now. Boros Sword. Well, you're a dick. Yep. So we've just... Well, I can use this effect to double its attack, but it doesn't help. It just doesn't help. And I'll use the Phalanx just to attempt at some sort of not death. But he's going to attack with the Blazer now. I'm going to take 12, and then I'm probably going to die. I've probably lost this. Yeah. Okay, so now he's going to... Oh, I know, I'm not dead. Okay. But it really does come down to... Okay, we've drawn a Foolish Burial. Alright, let's see what we can do. So, we're going to go ahead and send... You see, he's got the Cosmo, so it doesn't really matter. Like, we're just going to activate the Cosmic, and if he negates it, I lose. Yeah. So, now it's literally just end turn, and he kills me. Like, this card is actually really dumb when you think about it, guys. And if you guys are planning on playing TG in any sort of way, I suggest you pick up this card, because another mate of mine actually dueled me with this recently, and this card just destroys. Like, literally, it really does. Just in the TG deck in general, it just kills. Alright, so next duel. Hopefully this time we can get a win. Hopefully. But we've got to wait for this guy to accept. It doesn't look like he is though, so I'm gonna give him like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm not dueling you then. Okay, refresh play on your tick. Tick. And we're gonna go rock, he goes rock, we're gonna go rock again. Go scissors, go scissors, go scissors. He goes rock, I'm gonna go paper. Oh, he goes rock, so we're gonna go... Did I click on rock or paper? Oh, I clicked on rock. Okay, so we're going rock. We're going paper. Yep. Right, so we'll go first. Hopefully we can open a hand that will say... Oh, now we've got the Scorpio for next turn, so that's already really good. But what we do is we start off by normal summoning the Lady Debug. So the Debug effect will go ahead and grab us a Gazelle, because Gazelle is, in general, just an insane card in this deck. And we go ahead and summon the Phalanx, because Lady Debug is a level 4 or lower Silas. Then we go ahead and use the Phalanx to add us a Sanctuary. Alright, now what we do is we activate our Heat. It'd normally be good if you had a Mole in hand or something like that, but Heat is just another substitute. We'll go ahead and summon the Jackal. And then we will go ahead and summon the Sunlight Wolf. Alright, so now Gazelle's effect will trigger. And it will summon itself onto the field, and we'll use its effect. Now, it's important here that you send one of the Spell Trap cards. Now, you want to send either Rage or Raw, depending on what one you have. In this case, we're going to send Raw, because Raw is just the one we have at this point in time. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, something you can do here is you could just link this off into another copy of itself, or turn these two into a Leo. But what we're actually going to do here, is we are going to summon out the Jaguar again. We're going to summon the Jaguar, and Jaguar's going to put Phalanx back, even though this is a protection, but it's okay. And we're going to summon it. Now, you could just link this off into another copy of itself, and that wouldn't be bad, but I personally feel in a situation where we have the Rage in hand already, it's better to make the link free, because then the link free essentially gives us the play to basically go in on our opponent. So we can just make the link free, and then we have free pops because of Rage. And Rage being a card that pops free cards is pretty much insane, as some would think. And also we'll have a negate as well, which is really nice. Because Raw can reset itself, because when you link using a monster that's a Salamangreat that's using the same material as its name, you can set it from the grave. And then we just set the Raw, and we pass. So we've essentially got 3 pops, and we've got a negate, which is actually really, really nice when you think about it. And that's one of the reasons why this deck is really good, because of it just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, but it can also go into other options as well. Like if you're going second, you can OTK, which is why I play the Predaplant engine, because you can get to the fusion easier and then go from the fusion to essentially kill your opponent. Or you can go into this type of board where you can have up to 2 to 3 pops and a negate, which is just so much better than the last Salamangreat build that I actually had, and it's actually insane how much support this deck is actually getting. And I realized that Jaguar is just actually a really good card, so that's why we're actually playing it now. And obviously we also have the Heart, so next turn, the Heat, the Will of the Salamangreat is Heart in the OCG. Which will just give us a constant revive or summon from hand every turn, which is just, it's so nice. It's just really, really nice. But now we just have to wait for this guy to play, because he's taking his time. Hopefully he will make a move and just be like, nah, I'm gonna waste your time, I'm not gonna let you play the game. But honestly, guys, this is something like, and also we didn't open the best of hands either. We didn't open the best of hands because normally I would want to open something like a summon from hand that isn't this, and another way to play the game. And it looks like he's playing Thunder Dragons. So that kind of makes our pop a little less relevant, but that's fine. So he's gonna Thunder Dragon Roar. Thunder Dragon Roar is absolutely fine, because if he starts summoning multiple things, then I'm actually happy with that. Because it means that he can't actually, you know... Oh. Well. Okay, this is one of the things that really can just screw me over. And I'm gonna lose this if I don't chain to it, so... like, I don't want to put this in the grave myself, so we're just gonna negate it. We're just gonna negate the Thunder Dragon. Otherwise, he's just gonna get more, and he's just gonna keep going further and further and further. So it's better just to negate, and he has the Hawk anyway. He's playing around me! Damn it! Now, if he's smart, he'll get rid of the Leo. If he's smart. No, he got rid of the Rage. It's also a smart play, to be fair. Now, I'm now not in a very good position whatsoever. Because he actually opened both Thunder Dragon and Hawk, and that's just put me in the shit. Okay. Yeah. So I take 600. Okay. Yep. Now we're not in a bad situation. We're not in a bad situation whatsoever. We have the Scorpio. We have a way to go into the rank for the Link monster. We're fine. It really just comes down to what kind of board can he make. Could it be a good board? Yes. Could it be a bad board? Yes. But it really does come down to what kind of board he makes. And the fusion we're going to draw, that's not going to really do much now. Like, I would love it if I could get, if there was a way for me to get Mold in the grave, because then I could recycle my grave and then summon more. But it really can just come down to what will he have. So he summons the Matrix. Matrix is definitely going to go into a Colossus and search another one. Has he... What did he search? Did he search a fusion or did he search the Matrix? I think he searched the Matrix. So if he doesn't have the fusion, then he's probably just going to turn this into another Colossus. Oh no, he's going to make a Titan. Okay, is he going to turn this into a Colossus? Because if he doesn't, that would be a pretty big mistake. Okay, good. Alright. So we draw, and that's actually really nice. We drew Circle, so Circle will allow us to do a lot. So we're going to go ahead and use Will of the Salamangreat to basically revive any of our Salamangreats. We're going to revive the Gazelle, because Gazelle is just going to give us so much. But it looks like he's going to stop that, which is fine. It's fine, because now I can't actually use the Circle. Can't actually use the Circle. We lose! Why? Because he's got 2 Colossus. That's 2 games now. 2 games. 2 games. I'm a little miffed, I'm not gonna lie, but that's because he had everything, essentially. And I probably should have killed the Kaminari attack, or stopped the instant fusion, but he could have had so much more. And him having so much more, and honestly, Thunder Dragons, they can do so much, and because of Rage doesn't actually affect them in any way, there's like no real point in stopping them half the time. So it's like I could have done something, but there would be no point. There would be no point. Alright, so hopefully this time we can get that W. We can get that W. And we have opened the nuts, so if I can't get the W this time, I'm gonna cool bull. Alright, so we're going to normal summon the Lady Debug. Like, the only way this hand could be better is if we opened the Rage as well, instead of 2 Debug. We're going to go ahead and grab us a Mole, because Mole is actually nuts. Alright. Then we're going to go ahead and summon the Phalanx. Yes, Phalanx will get us our Sanctuary. Okay. Now we're going to special summon it. Alright. Now we are going to go ahead and activate my Circle as well. We'll go ahead and activate the Circle. Just because Circle can give us some free resources. And from the Circle we are going to go ahead and get Spinny. Because Spinny is actually something that's really nice to have at times. And also, I'm not going to be able to send it off the Gazelle, so it's better to have it now. We're going to go ahead and summon the Sunlight Werewolf. Alright. We're going to use the Gazelle. Alright, so we're going to summon the Gazelle here. And we're going to use the Gazelle's effect, which will go ahead and send Rage to the grave. Now, we don't have any really Salamangreat monsters that we mainly want to add to our hand, so we can special summon to an arrow at points too, but I would prefer the Mole to stay in grave if anything. But nonetheless, it's something we still will do, just to get it out. And I shouldn't have activated the Spinny there. That was a misplay. I should have linked, then used the Spinny, but it's fine. So we're going to go ahead and link away the Sunlight Werewolf. Use the Werewolf to go ahead and get Rage. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and activate Spinny. And Spinny will be summoned. Oh, it's fine. We misclicked, but we do not want to make another Sunlight Werewolf. We just make the lovely Stalios, and then Gazelle, and then Sunlight Werewolf will go ahead and put itself back in the extra deck because we want to keep the Phalanx in grave, and I'd like to keep the Mole in grave as well. Now we'll go ahead and use the Stalios effect to send Gazelle, and we'll go ahead and summon out a Falco. And the reason we summon out Falco here is because if we use the Roar, then we can just reset the Roar if they get rid of the Falco. So we'll be able to use it again on our opponent's turn. Alright, and then we'll set the 2 cards, and we'll pass turn. So we've got 2 interruptions, which is very nice. And then next turn we also got another Lady Debugger as well. So he's playing Dark Worlds. I see no point in doing anything at this point in time. So we'll let this go through. And he's playing the Dangers. So I would like to negate this, but Dangers just have so much that there's no real point to it. and we hit the Beige. So the Beige will summon itself back. Alright. So, and he's going to activate a Nessie. Now, the Nessie is the one that I'd want to negate, so we're going to go ahead and negate the Nessie. Because Nessie's just not a fun card. Okay. Now, let's see what he's going to do from here. Now, if he just enters battle phase, I will just activate Rage, and he's going to make a Cerberus. Okay, so he's probably going to kill my Stalio, but I don't really see the need to kill Stalio. So yeah, you're going to kill my Stalio, but I don't care. And this has to destroy, actually, so I'm going to protect the Stalio, because that means, you know, he doesn't get a draw, even though he's going to get and he can't get a draw from the well, the Brow either. So, and now we're going to use the Rage, which will target the Sunlight Werewolf, and we'll go ahead and destroy his set card and his field spell, basically preventing him from getting a draw and having to banish for no reason. All right. Now he's in the battle phase. He can't do anything in the battle phase, like except for maybe attack and defense position Falco, but there's no point in that. And also, something I like to do is I like to decrease this to 0 at the end of the damage step sometimes, because it means I get an extra 800 life points, and we're just going to link away the Sunlight Werewolf anyway, so 3 life points is nice. And we are now just going to OTK. So we're going to normal summon the Scorpio. Scorpio's effect will discard the Lady Debug. We'll go ahead and summon this. Okay, then we'll go ahead and use the Scorpio. The Cobra, which will add the fusion. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use Stalio, which will go ahead and summon. Doesn't really matter what you summon here, but we will go ahead and summon a just for convenience. We'll go ahead and summon a Gazelle. We'll summon a Gazelle, and then Gazelle effect will trigger, and we'll go ahead and put a Heart in the grave. And because this was still summoned from the extra deck, we'll go ahead and use its effect to add the Heart. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and make the Heart Leo using the Silver and the Falco, because the Falco will then set a Rage. Falco's effect, which will go ahead and set the Rage, because Raw's going to set itself anyway. Then we'll go ahead and summon again Heart Leo using its own material. It has to be used, but we have to use the same. So we'll use that, and we'll go ahead and use Raw's effect engrave to then reset it. Okay. Then we're going to use these Heat Leo to make the attack of his Cerberus 0. So we'll target the Mole, make it target Cerberus. Now this is 0. Very important that it's 0. Okay, now we'll go ahead and make a Phalanx using the Gazelle. And we are going to then fusion. Now, we could use his Cerberus, but we want it to be on 0, because we're going to OTK. So we're going to go ahead and summon our Chimera. So Chimera will then gain attack, so it gains half of... I believe it's half of the original attacks. Becomes double its... total of half the original attack, yeah. So, wait, Phalanx only has 200. It should have gained a bit more than that, to my knowledge, but okay. And now we'll also go ahead and summon a Stalio using the 2 Predaplants. And we'll go ahead and use Heat as well. And he surrendered. So what we were just going to do was we were going to attack into the Cerberus. Chimera would then gain its effect when it attacks a monster with different attack, doubles its attack, and then it would be 8,100, and he would be dead from there. So that's where we would have gone from that point. We're going to have one more duel. Hopefully we can win this one as well, so we can have a 50-50 balance. But it's just nice to actually have another duel as well. So, wow, this guy's matching me. Stop matching me! Hey, we get to go first. So hopefully we can draw good. And we've drawn good. We've definitely drawn a decent hand. So we'll obviously start off with the circle, which is going to add to our hand a gazelle, if I will be allowed. Do you have the ash? Please don't have the ash. Now, we do need the gazelle. So, okay, cool. We got the gazelle. So gazelle come to our hand. And we are going to go ahead and use the Scorpio. Scorpio's effect will trigger, sending the Falcon to the grave. And he's going to ash that effect. Okay. Now, that was expected. So, that's fine. Now, we're not going to use the Falco effect, because we actually want to summon the Gazelle from hand with the Heat Heart, and then we're going to use the Falco. So, we will not use the Falco effect here. Oh, I forgot, I could actually use the Gazelle here now. So, we're going to go ahead and use the Gazelle. So, we summon the Gazelle. Gazelle's effect. We'll go ahead and send a Roar to grave. Actually, you know what? We could send a Roar, but Rage in this situation might be better, because it will destroy cards compared to actually just leaving them. So we will go ahead and send the Rage, I think. So we'll send the Rage. Okay. Now remember, we still haven't used the Heart. We still haven't used the Will. The Will of the Salamangreat. Now he's just thinking of something. And we've also got Soul Charge, so we could technically go even further than we want to. And he just surrendered. He just gave up. He just gave up. Okay. So we're just gonna have one. We're gonna go for another one. I want at least to go for a full combo. And we lost the rock paper scissors, but it's fine. If we draw Scorpio or the fusion, we're gonna OTK him. All right. So we've drawn the Scorpio, so that means OTK is possible. Okay. We've also got Roar, which would have been nice if we went first, but you win some and you lose some. Okay. Now, I can't remember if this is in the starter deck as well, guys. So, if this is not in the starter deck, oh well, but it's still nice. And we're up against Grand Mole Pass. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going second. So, I'm going to OTK. So, we're going to normal summon the Scorpio. Scorpio's effect will send the Spinny. Summon the Cobra. Cobra's effect. Go ahead and get the Fire Fusion. Fusion of Fire. Actually, can I OTK for a Grand Mole? This is a question. Okay, let's see what we can do. Actually, I can put the Grand Mole back in hand. I believe this is for any monster, correct? Take one monster in the field, yep. Detach this. Go ahead and summon out a... Summon it there. And then we Fusion of Fire. And summon the Chimera. And that's game. Yeah, we have the OTK. And then we just go ahead and attack this, and the Chimera effect will activate, and it will double its attack, and we will murder him for 8,900 damage. Okay, so we did have the OTK through a Grand Mole, or because he summoned with the Gamma. Okay, so because that was quick, I'll give us one more. You know, just one more duel. You know, one more duel of fun. It's currently 50-50 on... No, actually, no, it's more than 50-50 because we had a guy surrender. So we'll see what we can do. And this hand, if we went first, this hand would be nuts. And we're up against ABC. So I actually haven't done any duels against ABC with this deck. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do, essentially. So it's something that it would be something cool to see. So let's see what we can do against an ABC player. And he's player 1, 2, 3, so it's ABC easy as 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay. So he's just made this kind of board. That's not the best board. And I know that's not the best board. So what we're going to do is we are going to normal summon the debugger. And we're going to use the debugger's effect. We need to get the Gazelle. We need to get the Gazelle. Ash Blossom. Damn it. Okay, so now it's going to be a bit harder. I can't get to the OTK because of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and summon the Phalanx. Phalanx will do nothing essentially because we've already got the Sanctuary. He's thinking on his set card. All right. Impermanence. I haven't activated the effect. He impermanenced it. People like this. People like this. Okay. So we go ahead and summon our Mole. And we go ahead and summon the Sunlight Wolf. Then we will use the Mare. And we'll send the Spinny to grave. And we'll summon the Mare. We'll go ahead and use the Sunlight Werewolf, which will add back the Spinny. Okay. And we'll go ahead and make our Heart Leo, which will put the Bee back in deck because you're not allowed your Bee. Go away, Bee. Alright. And now we will activate Sanctuary. Summon another Heart Leo. And I can't get its effects more than once per turn, can I? If this card is linked summoned, you can target one spell. Shuffle it into the deck. If this card... Wait, can I? Or is this hand a special summon? If you link summon a Salamangreat link monster, you can only use one Salamangreat link monster you control. Yeah, so I don't get why I couldn't use its effect, but oh well. So we're going to go ahead and use its effect, target my Mole, turn this to 0 because you're not allowed it. I'll use Spinny, boosting this by 800 as well, and Battle Phase. And we'll go ahead and just attack for 28. Ash really did hurt what we could do, but it's fine. No, I do not want to use you. And main phase 2, we'll go ahead and set the Roar. And we'll pass turn. Okay, so we've got a negate, so if he can somehow get to the ABC Dragon Buster, we'll be fine. It really just comes down to what this player can do, but yeah. So he might not even have another piece in hand as well, so it would make the Union Hanger irrelevant. And if he activates another Union Hanger, I'll just negate it. Monster Reborn. That's a question. Oh, he's talking. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can have Heart Leo. Sure, I don't care about that. If you want my Heart Leo, you can have it, because I've... Okay. Sure. He normaled a Reaper. Alright. Oh, he made a Needle Fiber. Too bad it's gonna get negated. So now we just need to draw a Gazelle or a way to get to a Gazelle. That's not a Gazelle. I could summon the Spinny though, so we'll go ahead and do that. Deal a bit of damage. And you know what? We're going to get the Raw set back up, but first we're going to go for some damage. So attack. No. Attack. Yes, I do want to do it now because I'm going to get rid of you. Gaining 3 life points is always nice. Deal the extra 1,000. Main phase 2. We'll go ahead and summon out a Sunlight Werewolf. And then we will turn Sunlight Werewolf into another copy of itself. No, I don't want to use the Raw effect. Because if we use the Raw effect, then the Raw will get banished. But if we do it this way, then the Raw stays. And I know I could have summoned another Salamangreat Link monster, but it didn't work last time, so there's no reason to bug. There you have it. Death to you. But yeah, guys, this is essentially what Salamangreats will do when they play. They're a deck that really likes to control the board. They can OTK. They can first turn put on like 2 to 3 disruptions. One that has up to 2 to 3 pops. Another that can negate. Like, the deck has a lot going for it, and it's something that can do quite a lot of interesting things. And seeing as I personally feel like it will be one of the best decks of the year, especially after the first ban list in the end of this month, it will do a lot of stuff, and it will definitely have a lot of areas to change and a lot of areas to do much better. And it's something really cool to know about that. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press the like button, press the subscribe button, press the notification button, press all the buttons to show that you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh videos this year, that you want to see more duel videos, more discussion videos, more talking about cards videos, maybe even a market watch if you guys want something like that. Don't forget to press these buttons to show that you want to know these as well, and also make sure definitely press the notification button to be notified of any streams or videos that I do. And also guys, if you think I should change anything in this build that I shouldn't play, or something in this build that you think I could add, tell me in the comment section below as well. I would love to hear it. But guys, that's the video. I'm gonna try something new. Bat 1 Duelist. The Bat 1 is out. Later, guys. Bat 1's out. Why not?